Three Phoenix cops, now former cops, tonight over an outrageous case of bullying.
A driver claiming they forced him to eat marijuana until he got sick.
ABC 15's Noelani Graff digging into records on this one for the only veteran cop involved here. And hey, you'd expect he would know better in this case.
Well, you know, two of those cops were rookies, but one of them served more than a decade with Chicago police. And I pulled up several complaints against him during that time. Now, police tell me over a decade in a city that big and that rough, it's not surprising. But even the cleanest record doesn't excuse forcing someone to get high. Three now ex-Phoenix cops, two the focus of a criminal investigation, and now the spotlight turns to the man accused of instigating it all, Jason McFadden.
Are there something that we missed on the laterals? On this lateral, maybe, and we're going to dive into that.
McFadden, hired on in Phoenix, transferred from Chicago. Over a decade on the force there. His past isn't spotless. The Citizens Police Data Project in Chicago lists 15 citizen complaints, ranging from mishandling a prisoner's property to searches without warrants and use of force complaints. McFadden only reprimanded for one, the most minor, neglecting a shift duty. Chief Joe Yonner says they'll be looking at all of it.
Make sure that if there were red flags that we didn't catch, that we'll address them.
Meantime, he's not sugarcoating his disgust. A routine stop for speeding at 45th Avenue in McDowell turning into anything but. The chief says the officers found a gram of weed in the car, and instead of busting the 19-year-old driver, they bullied him. Eat it or go to jail. So the chief gave them an ultimatum.
I'm very, very displeased with their activities, and I was going to fire them.
They chose to resign, and a lieutenant demoted for staying silent. Chief Yonner taking swift action to send a message.
This conduct is contrary to everything we stand for.
Now, we've also learned tonight the lieutenant demoted for not speaking up had been disciplined before for not watching his mouth. He was reported for telling an inappropriate joke on the job and using the N-word. Now back to you.
It's got a lot of people talking.
We're also learning more specifics about the 19-year-old. He did not drive after eating that pot. His car was towed because his license was suspended and he didn't have registration.
Yeah, and he also may have had a medical marijuana card from another state, but ended up telling police that it had expired.